For the first time in 15 years, I am going to Alcatraz Island right now to see the rock. Alcatraz Island. The Rock is a national park, under national park recreational area, which means no drones are allowed on Alcatraz. Once you get on the island, they do a big informational thing, but like, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I just want to go check it out. I just want more time to check it out because we only have like 2 hours, 2.5 hours before the last ferry leaves. But this is one of the old guard towers. I wonder how much Mr. Beast could pay to rent this place out for a night, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy to be walking around this place. I haven't done this for like 15 years. Fuck, dude. Crazy. Fact check me if I'm wrong, but I believe in the 60s, like 64, Native Americans took over and they painted the water tower and the walls down where the dock is, saying that like this is their land basically, which isn't wrong. And so yeah, they wrote on the water tower up there. This is pretty sick. This is pretty sick. This is my jam right here. This is my jam. I literally do everything in my power to stay away from the big groups at tourist attractions like this, because I mean, I love this shit. Obviously, it's an abandoned prison on a rock, but National Park Service has allowed tourists to come through, which, like, if you are unaware, now you know. When I came before, I was definitely not the same level of photographer as I am now. So I'm here, but I wanted to do something interesting. So actually photographing Alcatraz on film, I brought some rolls of Cinestill 400D 35mm film with my Kia 4A film camera. So we're gonna go fire off some snaps in the cell house. But I will say it is very similar to every other Urbex trek that you go on. Climb hills, crawl over stuff, hop a fence. This one's just hills though. I can't imagine like working here, walking this all day, every day. Whew, I feel that. Oh. This little kid is my spirit animal right now. It's hilarious. So the last time I was in the Bay Area, I ended up exploring a bunch of abandoned places that aren't tourist spots. And it was a lot of fun. But we didn't come out here because tourist spot. But we did like one day of tourist spots, one day of nature stuff, and then one day of all abandoned stuff. So, oh, the morgue, look at that. It's the old Alcatraz morgue. Pretty tiny, pretty creepy. I just started watching this documentary about crematoriums in California and how they were trying to make more money so they would speed up the process. Instead of putting one person in at a time, it takes like 2 hours per person. There was a running competition between these two, I think, brothers, and they were putting like 10 plus bodies in a crematorium. Just to, it's insane. It's insane. But yeah, this is the old morgue. Okay. Give a little photo of this guy. I think I'm gonna go check out the lighthouse first because everyone's going for the audio tour. The funniest part of exploring an abandoned place like this is there's merchandise you can buy and there's bathrooms everywhere. Normally, when I go explore abandoned places, there's obviously neither of those things, but still cool. A lot of this is under construction and quite interesting. We could talk about the fact that Trump's trying to reopen this place, but I'll show you when we go inside. It's not happening. It's not happening because you could break off the pieces of the bars. It's so brittle. It's been like hit by sand and sea for so long. That's pretty cool, man. We got a Tommy gun in here. It's an old Tommy gun. Okay, we are currently in the main cell blocks here at Alcatraz, and relatively quiet day today, which is nice. It means we get free reign to kind of walk around and check it out. So let's check it out. Crazy thing about here is, they bolted all the doors shut too, so you can't actually, that's crazy. Yeah, all the doors are bolted shut, but these rooms, I'm 5'3". I can't even stretch my arms all the way out at 5'3". I mean, I don't know what that wingspan is, but it's about the same as my height. So as a 5'3" person that is relatively small, this is very small, very uncomfortable. Could not do this for extended periods of time, or any time for that matter. Do not recommend. So I don't think we are allowed on the upper decks, which is a shame, but I get it. In most modern prisons now that have multiple floors like this, there's usually a net in the middle because people will jump off the top or be thrown off the top and they get caught in the net instead of hitting the ground. So, a little fun fact for you, I guess. Good thing about having a magnetic GoPro mount is that almost every surface in here is metal. So I have plenty of surfaces that I can just stick my GoPro on. But I also brought the Sony so I can do some wide angle stuff because this is a very, very interesting place to photograph. So let's keep it going. Pretty crazy. I feel like if you want to get a photo with nobody in it, you're gonna have to come here really early or really late, or work here. That's probably the real move. That's mine. Sorry. Nailed it. A rare glimpse at an empty section of Alcatraz. That's crazy. That National Guard Park Service ranger definitely tripped out when he saw my GoPro, which is fair. But it's mine. All is well, sir. All is well. I think that's the one clock in the cell. So, area. This section is cool to cut off. Pretty interesting. Oh, that's actually super interesting. All the piping. Oh. Dang, they're really looking for somebody right now. I hear all the walkie-talkies going off. I'm trying to get away from all these people. Ooh, that'll be sick. One of the problems with exploring places is that you're super trying to like speed run all the spots. Here I don't really have to do that, but I still feel a sense of urgency, which is interesting. I'm gonna swap out my film. Because I think this is, I don't know, I think this roll of film is getting like torn up by the spokes on here, so I'm just gonna swap it out just for safety purposes. Oh, this is where the audio tour starts. Interesting. I just saw a sign. I didn't get the audio tour. I've been here before. I know the spiel. Portra 400 done. Now I'm gonna put in my Cinestill 400D. Keep going.
Also, San Francisco's public transportation is top tier. If you didn't know, now you know. You heard it here first, people. I guess we could go back into the chaos and take some more, just in case. But, humans. I want to ask some of the staff questions, like, do you guys ever get stuck here, like, because of the weather? Like, how's that feel? I definitely wonder if they ever get stuck out here because of the weather. I'm sure it happens. It must. But if I find somebody that is willing to talk about it, I will let you guys know what they say. Very, very curious about it, though. This is the old operating device that would have opened and closed all the cell doors. You just would open this, pull this open. They've sealed it, obviously, for obvious reasons. And all the doors are permanently either closed or open now. They're like bolted in. But yeah, this is the old locking mechanism that would have done all of that. This is the one thing that is common in old prisons is the old radiators that would heat the place. But in a place like Alcatraz, you're not getting warm. Everything's metal. But this is what I'm talking about. Like this is not, you'd have to replace the entire system in a place like this if you wanted to reopen it. It's not happening. I think we're in the visitation area. Pretty wild. This is actually the library, obviously. If I would just use my eyeballs, I would see all these shelves, which are, that's crazy to see all this stuff. Like, are these carvings modern or old? Probably. Well, I think that one's got a date. If that's 08, obviously the place was closed. Can you imagine coming to like Alcatraz, like in a modern time and being like, I need to carve my name on the library bookshelves? It's a pretty crazy thing to do. But yeah, look at the state of the radiator. And that's the only light that's coming in for you. I think I'm going backwards in the audio tour, but it's fine because I didn't take it. Excuse me. Solitary. These are definitely the solitary confinement cells. If you watched my video from the jail that we explored, I went into one of these and shut the door on myself. Do not recommend. Not fun. But you're spending years in these places. This is crazy. That's not what you want. So, the last solitary confinement cell I went into, I actually shut on myself, and it was so dark. This is not a place you want to be spending time. I mean, no windows, nothing. Darkness. It's horrible. Horrible. And more evidence, like you could effectively just like break this apart, you know? Like there's no way they're restoring and reopening this. It's not happening. You could just like snap off pieces of them. That's not happening. Y'all gotta chill with that. Woo! And then you get that bay breeze right there. That's wild. That is crazy. If I can't even explain it. This is crazy. Sheesh. That is a cool view though.
I think this area is open. I don't really know. There's a sign right there, but it's definitely not allowed. I think I'm allowed over here. I don't know. There's a sign, but it's not like acting as a fence. So I'm gonna go out here. I think this is just like the barricade, but I don't think you get to really see this much. And there's nobody out here, so I don't know if I'm allowed out here or if I just went to an area that I'm not supposed to be at. But I'll surely get yelled at if I... Oh, no, there's people down here. This looks like a wreck area. Holy crap, this is insane. There's no one here except these two. That's crazy. Wow. Fucking hell. It's windy, man. Windy City, baby. They do not fuck around with that. That's real. It is real, dude. San Francisco truly is the Windy City. This is crazy. Peace and freedom, hoping to free. Native Americans wrote that up there on the water tower. And I like that they left it there because they could have painted over it. I'm gonna take some photos of the birds of Alcatraz. These are the birds of Alcatraz. They live here. Free reign over the place. You're not supposed to mess with them, not supposed to feed them. But they out here. They are out here. As long as I don't get shit on. Because this place is just kind of shitty. Get it? Oh. Come on. Yeah. The birds of Alcatraz, man. Look at these guys. Just being birds. Hey guys. Wow. That's crazy cool. Yeah. That's the freaking shot right there. That's so sick. That is sick. That's so rad. Whoa, the seals. They smell like shit. That's so sick. Oh yeah, with the sailboat. Oh no. Sick. Yo, these are the real birds of Alcatraz right here. These two were born on Alcatraz Island. Look at that. I mean, most of these birds probably were too, but those two are fresh out the egg, fresh out the hatch. Huh. Hey dude, you coming to land? What's good? Oh! I'd like to get a photo. Alright, another set of steep ass stairs to trek down. Here we are. Just going down where more birds are. If you could imagine how it smells here. Like fucking bird shit. And everything they eat. And everything they eat. That's so sick. Look at that. Not being able to see my photos is killing me. It's the patience of shooting on film. Like, you gotta really think about what you're doing. So, something that Alcatraz did that was really interesting. Look at that guy. Look, he's just chilling in there. What you doing, guy? They did a bunch of gardening, and now there's like natural, now it's really like a natural preserve. Like the environment, the animals, the ecology, and the horology, so the plants that live here now have completely taken over the island, which is really cool. It's a really good use of the space that would otherwise be just a decaying, rotting prison, which it still is, don't get me wrong, but the fact that they've done all this and really made a place for these animals to like thrive in is really special. It's really cool. So I don't know if they're restoring this section, which I assume they are. Why else would they have the scaffolding and the cover over it? But this is very reminiscent of places like Greece and other places that have historic monuments that they're trying to like preserve and restore. Definitely not very pretty to look at, but I get it. It's important that we keep this history alive and educate people about this place and places like it. Okay. I feel that I've successfully avoided most of the crowds today, which has been awesome. Let's keep that going, keep that energy going. Hope you guys are digging this. Look at this little duck just taking a freaking siesta. Look at just taking a little siesta. So cute. It's actually a really cool angle to see the top of the lighthouse. So I'm gonna pop off a quick film photo real quick. There you go, people. Old fire hydrant. Probably would not even work anymore, given it's not pressurized, but old fire hydrant for you. Alcatraz Island. Imagine waking up every day and not being able to look out your window to see San Francisco because you're here, stuck inside. That would be the view if you did have a window that actually faced the city. But instead you had nothing. You had nothing. So every year, I think it's annual, I'm pretty sure it's annual, but every year they do a, I think triathlon that ends with a swim across, or maybe it's just the Alcatraz swim, I don't even know. But these are old buildings down here, as you can see. They've just like fallen apart, and now the birds are living in them. I personally would like to go down there, but I can't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, with the finite nature of film photography, I only brought 2 rolls with me to the island. My other ones are back at my hotel, but now I'm just gonna have to, like, I don't know, appreciate it. Appreciate what this place is, what it was, the history. I don't know what the hell's down there. Seems like a long way to go. I want to go to the gift shop and probably buy something I don't need. I do these all the time with abandoned places and normal, not abandoned places, but I do them all over the place. So if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, let me know. Keep watching, subscribe, appreciate y'all. And as always, stay strong, keep enduring, go out, go explore something, and remember, leave no trace. Check out the podcast. Crazy stories on that show.